Hey, what's going on? Welcome back. Another fun edition with BR Auto. We're going to be working on the MR2 a little bit. For whatever reason, the driver's side front tire is rubbing, so we're going to see where it's rubbing. Make sure there isn't something that's just hanging loose that we can't pin back or anything like that. Had this car aligned probably a month or two ago. Haven't driven it that much, so there's no reason it should be rubbing again unless, like I said, a piece of plastic came undone, something along those lines. A fun little bit happened during Christmas. My incredible wife bought me a GoPro. I've been wanting one of these for the longest time. So we are going to get the opportunity to use that once I figure out how to use it. But we will have that, give you some different images, some different angles, some live feed. Should make it pretty fun. My brother-in-law got me a new editing program, so hopefully you'll enjoy the not cell phone edited video where it's a little more enhanced, looks a bit more professional. So I'm excited to see that come together. And also want to do a shout out to Christian. Huge thank you for fixing my computer. It was not working for the longest, hence why I did everything on a cell phone. Got that put back together and fixed. So Christian, thank you very much for that. Like I said, we're going to be climbing under here, try to figure out what's rubbing, where it's rubbing against, and hopefully get it fixed. So officially found where it is. So we are rubbing on this pinch weld that runs inside the wheel well here. Just the slightest little rub right there. So we should be able to grab a hammer and knock that in so it's not, or maybe even do it with some pliers. I don't know. We'll see how tough this metal is. But bend this in and we'll have that fixed. That'll be an easy one, because you can see here that it's not a lot, but it's enough to give us that rubbing obnoxious noise and eat away at my tire. So cool, that's not all that bad. Could have been a lot worse.
You gotta need stuff here.
What?
That's thick as hell. Road mallet ain't gonna cut it. Man, we need a... Hold up.
I want to heat it up a little bit more.
There's torch up.
Fire!
That's a clip right there. You don't catch it.
What?
So that's a clip right there.
Yeah. Smells awful. Are you recording?
Vape live. Yeah.
Even better. So we got it nice and tucked down the best I think we're going to get it. So we're going to now attach the wheel back on and make sure it's not rubbing by turning it before we put it down. Make sure we got it all fixed before we put everything back together. Smash that back in. Wheel fits on nice. Turns really good. The only way it potentially rubs is if you cock the wheel completely all the way in, which pretty drastic, but times call for that sometimes. But for the most part, it's good. Gonna start her up, let her run for a second. She hasn't ran in a while. Just kind of get everything flowing through. Yeah, and then I get to do an oil change on my wife's car.
the operating temp?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so it's been a couple days since I've worked on the MR2, just finding out what the wheel rub was. Took it for a drive. It seems like that's exactly what it was, so it sounds much better. So some fun with that. One of our the brake light switch on the pedal itself broke, so brake lights are sticking, so adds more fun. Kind of dive into that. That one's going to be kind of a pain for how small the front is on that car. What we're doing right here actually is we're kind of evaluating the LS to figure out what exactly we need. This is pretty bare-boned motor. So as you can tell, got quite a list here of what we need. Kind of just a quick run through. Missing some bolts. Obviously, this is in rough condition. There is a broken head bolt here that we'll have to actually get machined out. In the process of finding a good machine shop that can do it effectively and rethread that. So obviously we get that taken care of, get this taken apart, and we can kind of work on that. It's a lot we need to do, but as I said in the very beginning, you know, this is going to be a very slow build. We want to do this right. When we did purchase this, it did come with the oil pan. We got our, you know, hosing brackets for injections and stuff like that for the oil. However, there is no oil pump, so we're going to need to add that to the list. And then it did come with headers. They are 5.3 though, so we're going to decide whether we want to put the 5.3 on there, or do we want to just go ahead and find actual 5.7s. These are missing rockers, push rods, and things like that, so we'll still have to buy more things. There's no head studs in any of this, so we'd have to purchase those. We already know we need head bolts. It's going to be a very long process, unfortunately, but you know, we have the base here. I got it for ridiculously cheap, so I'm not upset about it. I can slow build this. So that'll be coming. Slowly build the engine. We can do that. Kind of to update you on some other things. As far as the Celica is concerned, we're going to start diving into that a little bit better once it gets a little bit warmer. So doesn't look like much, but it's 4 degrees outside here. The garage here is not insulated at all, so it's pretty much an ice box. So that's kind of why we haven't dug into that very much. And then as far as the SR, still waiting for the O2 housing to come in. They said it hopefully will be back in stock the first week of January. So first week of January has come and gone. So if I have not received an email that it's shipped or heard anything from them by Monday, I'm going to reach out to them, try to figure out what's going on with the O2 housing, because that is exactly the only thing we're working on, or we're waiting on, in order to put this engine back in, because I'm dying to get that sucker back in. And I know a bunch of you are waiting to see, you know, if it runs and what it sounds like and all that fun. So that's kind of where we stand on that. So at this point, what we're going to be doing is we're going to hop inside, kind of check some pricing on what things look like. Obviously, holidays just got over, money's tight. So we're going to see what we can find, kind of create a plan of attack and go from there. You know, weather's kind of killing us right now, so I apologize from that. Material seems a little bit slow to you guys, I understand, but you know, bear with us. You know, if you got anything you want to know, anything I may have missed, you know, feel free to add it in the comment section. You know, I'll respond as soon as I can. Like, subscribe, you know, let people know about this channel if there's something they might be interested in. You know, you got any questions, hit me up, and we'll kind of go from there. Thanks.